It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 98 yards, and a score.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line, got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I thought in last week's game, He found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just meet the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Looking to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Anderson's got it. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Hill again on second down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hansen. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bruce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 2nd and 4. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kramer. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They'll run on first down. Bruce. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Second and 3. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, Bruce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. A lot of people talk about how difficult it is to play in the high air here in Denver, but one group of folks who most definitely don't mind that, kickers, and that one, CD, a career long.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon, because they envy guys like Matt Prater, Brandon McManus, who have spent their careers here. They get to spend the bulk of their time kicking at altitude, and they absolutely love it. So when you get a chance to visit and do it yourself, you feel great about that opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Knight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They go play action here on first down. Out left to Anderson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense taking over again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Graham's got it over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jenkins. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go.
Graham. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bruce, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll run on first down.
Bruce down at the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Bruce. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught here by Griffin.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds his man complete. It's Griffin. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver 1st.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll set up to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kramer. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 2nd down now, it's Graham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
2nd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll look to throw here.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From a yard out.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They calling his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
He'll keep it himself.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jenkins. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass complete, Graham. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
Over the middle, complete. That's Kramer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Houston,